Alright, I am back and with my new microphone replacement, which I can already tell sounds much better and doesn't have that annoying distortion. So let's get into it. Alright, I had received a lengthy email regarding my last video. It was so long that I could not take a screenshot of the entire thing. As such, I will not be reading the entire thing, but only the relevant parts that I'm going to respond to. For this is a person with a lot of issues with money. And I can say that based upon his perspective of money. He just doesn't get it. And let me say first that I'm under a lot of Mars-based transits right now. So if I come off as a bit aggressive in my rant, I just want you to know up front that it's all just tough love. The need for a money system is based upon lack, a lack of resources. If there were unlimited resources, there would be no need to put a price tag on anything. Why bother putting a price on anything when there is an infinite supply of everything? Well, there's not an infinite supply of time, not individually. Money is based upon service. That is your labor. That's what gives money its value. But as Bob Proctor says, working is the worst way to earn money. You don't earn money by work, you earn money by providing service. And that's what everything is providing service to others. Even prison is correctional services. Right out of the gate, your perspective of money is disempowering, as you are basing the entire monetary system on resources, specifically a lack of resources. And then you may sit back and wonder why you lack resources. By your own words, you've identified the problem. So when I say that you already have the knowledge within you, I'm not kidding. But know that you are also bound by your own words. And if you equate the money system with a lack of resources, then a lack of resources and money you shall have. Some people are able to do what they love and make money at it. What about those, however, who just wish to exist and experience life differently? What about someone who wants to listen to ambient music all day, every day for 20 years? What about someone who just wants to travel to different locations, meditating for a time in each location freely? Many things people enjoy doing in life are not profitable. Many people's true passions are not profitable. Again, this person has a very, very limiting belief system. First of all, I seriously doubt you're going to find anyone that wants to listen to ambient music every day, all day for 20 years. But if somebody did have that passion, then they can be a musician. They can be a musical engineer or sound man, creating ambient music clips. If someone loves to travel, include that with your passion so that you are able to travel while making money. There are lots of people who travel around making money. As I said, money is based upon service to others. If you don't want to provide service to others, then that is a very selfish standpoint. Not only that, but you don't deserve to have others provide service for you, which would be the money that you exchange for them to do so. So if you just want to sit around all day and do absolutely nothing to contribute to society and other people, you can do that. It is your right to choose to do so, but you also have no claim to have others provide service for you. There is a 4-year-old on YouTube making millions of dollars reviewing toys. Now, I'm certain that he loves playing with the toys more than reviewing them, but he's taking what he loves to do and making that profitable. The highest paid person on YouTube is PewDiePie. And all this guy does is play video games and act the fool. No offense to PewDiePie subscribers, but that's exactly what he does. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's what he loves to do. There are people on Twitch, the website Twitch, playing video games and making more money than you or I on subscriptions and donations of people just watching them play games. So I ask you, what is your excuse? This is the age of information, after all. You can get paid by providing information. No other time in the history of the planet has it been easier to make money and provide service, i.e. information, to others. The internet is your friend. YouTube is your friend. Any platform where you can get your information out to others is your friend. And who knows how long these are going to be around. I know many of my subscribers have their own YouTube channels, and I've checked a lot of them out. But if you're someone who's not taking advantage of these platforms, you may want to take another look at them. If you love to cook, for example, you can have your own cooking channel. And then when you start to gain your following and subscribers, you may produce your own cookbook. As I said, there's no other time in history that is more favorable to the self-made man or woman. So what I hear when somebody tells me that their true passion isn't profitable and they can't make money off of what they love to do are telling me that they have less to offer society than a 4-year-old playing with toys and a person who sits around playing video games all day. That's what I hear. If they can make money doing what they love, you have absolutely no excuse whatsoever. What it comes down to is laziness, sloth, lack of drive. Because yes, it does take work to get to that point. You have to make sure that you love doing what you're doing. It took me 10 months to get my first 100 subscribers, and about a year and a half before I made a single dime. If I didn't love what I do you think I would have kept this channel going during that time? So it does have to be something that you are truly passionate about. And once you have that, it's simply a matter of taking that and asking yourself, how can I do this while providing service to others? That's it. That's all you have to do. For idealists like myself, time and money need to be taken out of the picture for me to be able to express myself fully. I need infinite time and infinite resources. When numbers become infinite, numbers can no longer be an entrapment. If God is unlimited, why is not God's creation unlimited? Creation is God's expression. To limit expression is to limit a part of God. The parts do not equal the whole. As explained in my Saturn video, once a space has been defined, such as a part, it automatically includes boundaries and limitations. That is the nature of Saturn, i.e., a part of God, without there being boundaries of shape and form. You could not separate things from one another. Your entire line of thinking on this matter is flawed. And it's funny that everyone's an idealist and yet has no idea how these things work. You are not going to get unlimited time. You are not going to have unlimited resources, for the reason that I pointed out at the beginning of this video, because you equate the monetary system with a lack of resources. And you can sit around and have all the big ideas you want, but the reality is they're going to do you absolutely no good or benefit you in any way whatsoever if you don't follow through and act upon them. And from what I've heard thus far, you have not. And I'm not saying that you're a bad person. If you wish to live a life of mediocrity, I don't think there is anyone who would object to that. That is your right. If you do wish to have prosperity, though, you're going to have to change your perspectives. And then he does bring up action. Actions are taken for the sole purpose of experience, and there are no concerns for time. No one has to age and die. Although I sound like I have my head in the clouds, this is just how I always expected life to be. It was a huge letdown when I found that Earth exists in a state of finite time and finitely tapped into resources. Many may not actually design to be on Earth. This is an alien environment that is hostile. This isn't just me perceiving it this way. Just look at the brutality of Mother Nature. I mean, really, if you've listened to you need to go way back and watch all my videos on polarity and duality. I've already explained that this is a realm of duality, that this is both a place of extreme brutality and extreme compassion and kindness, a realm of extreme ugliness and a realm of extreme beauty, a world of both genius and insanity. And you're wrong. It is about how you perceive it. 100%. There isn't a person listening to the sound of my voice right now that hasn't been let down by life in some way. That's just life's lessons. And they're harsh. They're harsh lessons. While you claim that all this is for the sake of experience, the purpose of that experience is to be applied to the life lessons that you're here to learn. And if you don't apply your experience to those life lessons, is it any wonder that you're not progressing or gaining knowledge? So you say that action is for the sole purpose of experience, but the sole purpose of experience is to apply that experience to your life lessons and to gain knowledge. And if you're not applying your experience, it isn't worth jack. So I hate to break it to you and pull your head out of the clouds, but everyone is going to grow old and die. You're going to have to accept that the world is not what you thought it was, and you're going to have to make do with what you have. Get over it. Money has always been counterintuitive to me. Why would I have to work with limitation when I know that my true nature is absolutely unlimited? Let me answer your question with another question. If your true nature is so unlimited, then why are you holding on to such limiting beliefs? Because again, I hate to break it to you, but you are very, very limited. And it's all self-imposed. Everything that you have written is a limiting belief. No wonder you are disappointed. But you are projecting that disappointment outwardly when you should be directing it at yourself. The true unlimited nature of humanity is there, but it's for those who aspire to it by shedding those limiting beliefs. The only one holding you back is yourself. It's not the monetary system. It's not the government. It's not anyone else but you. Why would you have to work with limitation indeed? How many people do you really think are able to live, as you say, doing what they love to make money? Some actually end up doing what they love and make money at it, but then lose interest because of this. Well, then it's not really what they love to do, is it? I mean, I've already answered this. There's a 4-year-old making millions of dollars playing with toys and reviewing them. There are people making money playing video games, and I'm sure there's people out there making money just by ranting. Not that I would be able to point any of those out to you because I don't like to submerge myself in negativity. But you can rant on YouTube and end up making money on it if that's what you truly enjoy. As I said, there's no excuse not to be able to make money in the age of information when information itself is monetized. Take a look at all the people working at McDonald's. How many of them have a true life's passion for it? Well, probably not many. That's why they don't make a lot of money doing it. They're working for someone else's dream and vision and passion and helping to make them rich and prosperous. You speak of only a minority who are able to successfully pull this off, doing what they love and being prosperous from it. That's because the majority have a skewed perspective, as you do. We just sit back and wonder why you're not pulling it off with the limiting beliefs that you've had, that I have just laid out for you, that you've laid out for yourself through your own words. Yeah, the majority of people are like that. I mean, you just answered your own question. You have been answering your own questions. But because you haven't been applying your experience to knowledge and the lessons in life, I'm the one who has to point these out to you. You've already had your answers. You've had them all this time. I'm able to point this out to you because I myself have gone through it. And I've applied my experience to the lessons and gaining the knowledge. I'm not saying that it was easy or enjoyable, and it took a while. I wish I had learned them sooner. Hopefully you are still young enough to make up for a lot of that lost time. Maybe this will change in the future. Maybe more and more will be able to do what they love and prosper. Do you now see how ridiculous that sounds? After the examples that I have given. In this age of information, if there's something that you don't know how to do, all you got to do in today's day and age is Google it. Seek and ye shall find. We are oversaturated in information. And as a result, not all the information is good. There's a lot of misinformation out there as well, which is where applying your experience to knowledge comes in handy for the discernment to distinguish between what's information and what's misinformation. But at no other time in history has the information been more readily available to everyone. Globally. Find your passion. Do what you love to do. Share that information with others and your experiences with others. You can be prosperous. If a 4-year-old can do it, so can you. If a slacker playing video games can do it, so can you. Or maybe Earth will evolve to infinitely tap into the unlimited resources that already exist, and there will no longer be any scenarios like McDonald's. McDonald's is providing a service. It may not be the healthiest of services, but the people who choose that service, eat there, and even work there do so of their own free will, by their own choice, by their own consent. It's the people who have determined that that service is valuable and have put the value in the value meal. So you really need to work upon your limiting beliefs. An old buddy of mine, this is the same guy I told you a long time ago who has really bad luck due to his limiting beliefs and his negativity. He likes to call me Trump, as in Donald Trump, because he thinks that I have a lot of money, when in fact I'm just comfortably middle class. It's just that I keep my things very clean, so it appears that I am more wealthy than I am. By contrast, he lives in a trailer full of junk. He collects old VHS tapes and is a connoisseur of old video game consoles such as ColecoVision and things that are completely obsolete that he never throws away. Clutter. He slaves away as a taxi driver, where a lot of his bad luck comes into play because he absolutely hates his job, working long hours. Every time I see him, he talks about his dinosaur era video game consoles, of which I have no interest. But it occurred to me that he absolutely loves his video games, and so I suggested to him that there are people making money online playing video games, and that he could do the same if he really wanted to. Oh, no, I can't do that. I don't know how to do that. I wouldn't be any good at that. Fool. Absolute fool. So again, I'm going to ask you, are you going to continue to be a fool as well? Or are you going to apply your experiences to your life lessons, change your perspective, use your passion and what you love to do to provide service to others, and begin to make your life better and more empowering? Either way is fine, as long as you remember that nobody owes you anything, and the only one responsible for your life is you. You could also be upset and angry with me for giving you the tough love. Anger can be a very powerful motivational tool, as long as it's used constructively. Just being angry at me without taking action on your circumstances isn't going to do much. Be angry at yourself first, get up off your ass, and start doing what you love to do and providing service to others. There are no more excuses in the age of information. I'll see you next time. Take care.